Welcome to The Hidden Ingredient, where we sit at the table for slow conversations that reveal the moments that shape who we become. So pull up a chair and let's get to it. I opened up with a Barbie monologue.
Yeah.
Because it's Women's History Month, and I think it's jam-packed with a lot of things that we think and experience as women, as entrepreneurs, as you as a wife, as a mother. And so I'm just curious, did anything stand out to you? Anything resonate with you from the monologue?
Everything she said.
Mm.
Probably have had those thoughts at some point, in my life. And it's so much truth to that. But then there's also this other thing where I'm in a phase of my life where I'm like, just meet me where I'm at. Not me meeting you where you're at. I feel like I've earned that right.
Okay.
Because I've met people so far down in the gutter to try to get them out of it and got screwed over to where I'm like, I'm going to let God do God and I'm going to do what I can do. I'm going to do the best I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I get so low down in there with you, neither one of us going to get out.
Yeah.
And then I've got this stain. Being a woman is like the best thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like
when you can be a woman.
When you can be a woman, but I feel like accountability and then the physical freedom of your rights and things like that. We're in a very interesting point in history where women have more rights than we've ever had. I mean, a lot of them are being tested right now, right?
Yeah.
But when I'm having conversations with women who are having a tough time with males and they spend a lot of time, complaining about them, I often wonder like, okay, sis, so we're having a tough time. He doesn't have a job. You're having all these complaints about his personality, all these things, right? Would you want to go back to a time where you were second class and you weren't able to, do things independently of a man? And would you want to go back to that?
Yeah.
And I understand carrying the household is tough, but that's what they go through, and I would much rather be in a position that I'm in now than having to be submissive or discounted or not able to participate in society in the way that we are now. So it's a very critical thing. We must be more grateful for where we're at. And if we've got to carry a little bit more, if Harriet can do it, I can do it. If it's my turn to be up and I've got to carry a little bit more weight, does it make me feel less of a woman that, I have to do a little bit more in this season or work a little bit harder? No, because here's what I believe. You choose a man who appreciates that. You choose a man who understands the importance of your role in leadership as a woman.
Yeah.
And you honor each other by giving each other support. And support shows up differently.
Yeah, in individual relationships.
Depending on what season you're in, right? It shows up differently. And so womanhood to me is growing up as a little girl, playing with female cousins, being babysat by my big cousin, who was a female, watching how she moved in the world, going to the hair salons, sitting there for hours, watching how women moved around.
And talking to each other.
Talking about all kinds of things that were, one, unprofessional.
100%.
And then two, inappropriate for children.
Absolutely.
But it was still a lot to learn and experience. And the women in the church, my grandmother's church, they were always older women, the way they carried themselves and the way I saw them, and listening to my mom and her sisters talk and experiencing. There's a woman I've never met that has played a significant role in my life, and that's actually my father's mother. I've never met her, but I feel like I know her.
Yeah.
Because my father told me many stories about her, but he would tell me stories about her, but it's the same story. So I feel like I know 1,000 stories about her, but really it's just the same 10.
Yeah. But it revealed so many things.
It revealed so many things and actually helped shape how I made decisions for myself. Just knowing her story actually helped me make better choices. So the fact that my father shared her story is very important to who I am today. Then there's other women, like I've befriended recently a teacher of mine, one of my favorite teachers from high school. We've become friends. And I think about the influence that she had on me, just watching her be advanced English teacher to an administrator. And I'm watching her walk around the hallways, and she's young. She had to be in her 20s at that time. But she was holding her crown so it was so dope to see her be so strong and very clear and non-tolerant for no foolishness, because my school was just a mess. It was a whole mess. And
that's actually why we moved.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It was bad. It wasn't it was just, it felt a little unkept. Okay. But to see her be in that environment and be so young but revered and respected, like the males knew not to cross the line, even though she was a very beautiful lady. Those kind of experiences, as I kind of go through my life, I'm thinking of all these women, these characters. One of my best friends, my childhood friends, her mother, watching her educate, that I was mentoring at the time. Had this homeschool, and just watching how they nurtured these kids through school that were being bullied. And you know that I love all people. Well, some of God's children, I don't like how they move. But if I really think about the common thread for these women, these figures in my life, they're Black women. And it made me think about how important Black women are to this world. I actually talked to a white gentleman the other day. He's an entrepreneur too. He has a great organization, great cause. And I was just meeting him. This is our first time meeting. We're having a lunch meeting, and start talking about a lot of things. And he started talking about how he was, pouring into the youth and a lot of disenfranchised people, and mostly Black and brown. And I asked him the question, because he was talking about how he worked in prisons, real good dude. I said, why are they listening to you? He's like, what do you mean?
You don't know.
Why do they
struggle?
relate to you? And then he started sharing well, here's my story. And there's a lot in my story that's relatable, right? And I'm like, cool, I get that. But do you know us? Do you really understand us?
Intimately.
Yeah. And I believe he does.
Oh.
I do. But I started telling him that the key to understanding, in my opinion now, the world and understanding how we can be a better place starts with the Black woman, understanding us.
Yes.
We are the most preyed upon, the most forgotten about. And the irony of it, you depend on us the most. For everything.
For your protests, for
everything.
Bearing your children, raising your children. In corporate, we are the ones that they call on to fix things.
Always.
But we're not always promoted for the hard work of changing minds and moving people and convincing.
It's so true. And Black women in particular, we're the first. We're the first womb. Okay. So other races may have why do I connect with them so much? Why is it? I may not be able to say that out loud, but there is something I'm relying on when it comes to Black women. Whether it be political, we come in to save the day. Whether it be medicine, whether it be innovation, putting people in space. I mean, think about it. We're always close by. Some big breakthrough. Spiritually.
I was thinking the same thing.
We're always a part of that, right? So being a woman first and being a Black woman is such an honor. It's such an honor. Something I carry with honor. I'm a decorated soldier or something. And so all of the women who've come before me, whether they've been in my family or my community or just in my history, I honor them. I take a little bit of them with me, because I was listening to a documentary about Lena Horne the other day. And just her struggle. I mean, she went through so much. she was like, you know, if Billie Holiday had a better support system, she was like, Billie could have like also done that same thing. But Lena had just a little something else. And we're all different. I get that. Right. But I mean, like her struggle, she went through so much, but she had a voice. She found her voice. She lost her voice and then she found her voice at the right time. And she stood for something when it wasn't popular. And everything was against you to do that. And then she went through personal loss. She lost loved ones, including one of her children, adult children.
Wow.
I mean, all that, and still had to find the resilience to come back to performing, you know, through the end of her life. I'm like, these women, you know how hard that is to lose a parent, lose a husband, then lose a child.
Yeah.
And try not to lose yourself and then fight racism. You know, I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure she was like really close friends with like Medgar Evers, and she saw him the night before he was murdered. Like these people were in the middle of this stuff.
And see, I don't think our stories are getting told enough. Me and my cousin were talking about this earlier today. I sat with her, and her dad and my mom are siblings.
Okay.
And I was just telling her how, like, talking to my mom and listening to her story completely reshaped my perception of her. And my respect grew immensely. Because we're like wondering, why?
Yes.
And then she had a conversation with her mom, and she talked to her mom about her grandmother. And how her grandmother treated her mom changed the way she thought about what her mom was telling her about how she's raising her kids, about marriage, completely reshaped it. She was like, I really think we need to talk about this. I was like, well, that's what I'm trying to do. And two, that's the point. Like, I feel like I see a lot of podcasts where people are grabbing celebrities and they want to go deep, but I'm on the ground.
Yeah.
My community is built with real people, real normal people that have stories that are incredibly compelling. And they usually have a really beautiful story arc if you have the patience to listen.
Yeah.
But I don't have a lot of examples of, you know, think about love stories, movies, film. We don't have a lot of images of that. When we think about Black film, all that stuff happened in the 80s and the 90s. They're just getting to the point where they're showing what beautiful Black love looks like that isn't tragic.
Yes.
I think I might have been talking to Shauna and we were talking about the movie, The Photograph.
Yeah.
Because lately, with my partner, we've been watching the old stuff like Mo Better Blues.
Yeah.
Or Waiting to Exhale, or we just watched Poetic Justice. And I'm like, oh, this sucks. At the end, everybody dies or somebody is divorced. And can we have a happy ending? Can we also show what it looks like to live this experience? Even as kids, I don't know if y'all did this, but in high school, I was at a charter school. I was at Kid Bath Academy. And we read the Bluford series. Have you ever read that?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure it's Black author. Incredibly sad, but they were our stories. And when I think about Black women, it's time to tell our stories. No matter how uncomfortable the details, I think that's actually what changes and moves people.
Yeah.
Not I am now this person at this company, or I'm this woman that owns these business now. I'm going to get dirty with you.
Yeah.
And tell you all of the things. Because the thing I was thinking about when you were talking about I guess he's got a nonprofit.
Yeah.
Was in order to listen to us, you have to humble yourself first.
Yeah.
And recognize that you come from privilege. No matter what your experience was, you have a privilege that we don't. Then you have to be open to whatever discomfort comes from hearing it.
Yeah.
And then you have to be receptive to it and honor that we were able to get out of it, or respect that we're still trying to get out of it.
And what does that sound like?
Accountability.
Accountability.
It does.
This is the gateway to freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And no one's saying you have to take on more than your fair share. But if you're really searching yourself, you know it's hard not to have a bias when you grow up in a community. I have a bias about Black folks. Like, I love Black people.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care what we do that's annoying and obnoxious. I still love my people.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bias there. Like,
right.
I still will shop Black. I still support Black. I still give. My friends know I travel all over Atlanta to support Black businesses. Like, I'll go to a restaurant. Like, oh,
but how do you feel about that? Because I'm struggling with it.
Okay.
I'm struggling with even wanting to present as a Black business because of,
goodness.
I know, because of the negative connotation. Like, to your point, Glaze has positioned itself as a business that's going to go above and beyond, and you'll get more than you paid for.
Yeah.
Right. And we have had a disadvantage when it comes to Black businesses. Sometimes supply chain doesn't support us and investment doesn't support us. So it always puts us at a disadvantage, makes us have to charge more, or customer services and all that great, because we don't have as much support as employee wise. There are not enough people in the room to do the job, or maybe training wasn't there. And so now we have this negative connotation around Black business. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm in this space where I'm in like home consulting, and I'm considering like a coffee shop situation. And I'm thinking I need to get investments. And like on the back end, I'm like, okay, I know that I could get the minority investment. But I'm just thinking I don't want to put myself on, even when it comes to Black books. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie American Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Being put on the shelf with African-American authors kind of silos you and limits the audience.
Sure.
And I'm proud of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confident in who I am.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like all of the negative connotation around how we do business, it feels limiting.
Yes, because you're infected.
Tell me more.
Yeah, it's an infection of the mind. It's just a shift in your belief system. Because other races, other cultures have the same deficiencies. But you have been poisoned to believe that yours is uncurable. I mean, I've gone to other businesses where I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Y'all pass a health inspection in here?
Yeah.
I know you lie.
Yeah.
The mayonnaise is green. It's not closed. It's green. The temperature's got to be messed up.
Yeah.
The burgers are great, but I know y'all didn't pass the health inspection. Okay. We still shop with them.
Yeah.
No, we don't even question the quality.
That's real.
We don't even question. And it's obvious that there's deficiencies in here. Okay. But we don't question the lighting in the room. Why is it so dark in here? What's that smell? Give me a number 5 to go. Extra sauce. You know what I mean? That's a poisoning of your mind. Someone has infected you with this disease of thought that your people are incapable. When we were the first.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We were the first. And people may argue me down and say, nah. But it's true. We were the first. It's my belief.
Yeah.
You have your own. I'm just saying, like I tell the kids at my wonderful staff at Glaze, that's why I wanted you to come out, Jessica, to speak to them so they can see it. Invite a few of them down to another Black business in Atlanta. Has an apparel company. Amazing. I don't know if you've heard of Atlanta Influences Everything. His young brother started this clothing apparel, and it really just came from a deficiency in Atlanta pride. I talked to one of the founders. He was like, that's really what it was. I came from New York. New York has all this pride.
Everywhere.
And I'm looking for the Atlanta pride. And at the time, I didn't see that. I didn't feel that. Their brand is bringing Atlanta pride. They have so much influence in the city, hence why they call themselves Atlanta Influences Everything, that they have now become a staple, like at our Atlanta airport. They're getting a storefront. So, you have those I Love New York t-shirts. That's are going to be our new I Love Atlanta shirt. It's like that came from an idea and a belief in oneself.
Yeah.
Now, who's going to buy this shirt? There's all races that wear the shirt. And when the World Cup comes here, guess who's going to wear the shirt?
That's true.
They're going to take it all around the world. Why? Because Atlanta does influence everything. He was telling me the story. His name is Ian Forby. He's super dope. We go way back.
Yeah.
But he was saying, you know, I'm sitting here thinking, like, how do we get this? I've been moving around. He studied Atlanta. He understands, like, how important pride is. And he tapped into that. And they were able to do that on a big scale just because he believed in himself. He went to Morehouse College and he studied the culture and the environment here. And now he feels qualified, and he is qualified, along with his business partners, to speak on that.
Yeah.
And to create that experience. And I'm so glad he did. I almost wore my sweatshirt tonight. I love it.
Yeah.
Because I'm from Atlanta. And we do influence everything.
We do.
He told a story about how he talked to a member of the police force. I think it was a high-ranking officer who said, you know, he read his shirt. He's like, yo, you know what? That is true. Atlanta does influence everything. Even in our world, people come to Atlanta to train. So it is truth. It's not just music culture. It's not just entertainment culture. It's not just sports. It's other industries, tech. So anyway, the point of it is the audacity for these young Black brothers to believe anybody would wear their shirt.
Yeah.
Especially saying Atlanta influences everything. You mean the South? In this great nation, you're saying that Atlanta, and it's like, I'm going to say it until you start believing it. And my husband and I have been saying Glaze is going to be the #1 car wash in Kennesaw. Then we're going to take over the car wash in Georgia. And then we're just going to be the best car wash. And if you come to Atlanta, you got to drive 40 minutes outside the city. You got to see this car wash.
Yeah.
That is something that has been spoken over and over and over and over again. And every customer I talk to, I'm like, you know, we're the best.
Yeah.
We're giving 5-star service. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? They see, this guy stopped me the other day. I was painting something in the lot. He was like, hey, excuse me. There's an older white gentleman too. I just want to tell you, you're always working. You're always working. He was like, I just want you to know, keep it up. I see you. Right? And I'm like, for him to stop me just to acknowledge the fact that I see you working, it's building credibility.
Yeah.
And it is Black owned. And they are patronizing.
Yeah.
And they're going to see us out in the community feeding their children like we used to do.
Yeah.
And Black folks figuring out how to make it work during an economy that's tanking. And still, if you're elderly and you come to Glaze and you're like, my money's kind of tight. Okay, Mr. So-and-so, don't worry about it. You can pay us in 2 months. Let's get through this little drought here. We got you. Yeah. Really? Yeah, because we want to make sure you're looking good on Sunday morning, sir. We want to make sure you're straight.
You know what? As much as I preach from the mouth, you know, the mind thinks, and so you are. You know what I mean? As much as I say that, thanks for checking me.
Okay.
Because you're right. This is a mindset. This is a mindset. And it's probably been the thing that's keeping me from getting to the next level with all of the other little things I'm thinking about doing. Just feeling this kind of fear that because there's a stigma around some of the things I want to do, I need to do it this way. I need to have this credibility. I need this certification. I need so that I can appeal to all these other people. But
can I go deeper?
Yeah.
It's a mindset, yes, that's been conditioned. But the bigger problem is the heart. Softening the heart around the idea and the belief in yourself. You've got a hard exterior somehow. I mean, pain does that. Makes your heart harden.
Yeah.
And so when we start to harden our heart, our mind goes with that. Okay? It's kind of like, it's not complicated, but it kind of sounds complicated because really it's not the mind work, it's the heart work. I keep my heart softened as much as I humanly can. And the enemy's always trying to harden my heart because the enemy knows I know the key to this thing is not about what you know. It's who you are.
Yeah.
It just makes you more of who you are. So if you're a scary person, success is just going to make you scared and paranoid. It doesn't make you a better person all of a sudden.
Yeah.
The heart is, do you have a heart for your people? Do you have a heart for yourself? Do you have a heart for your family? Are you really about that heart work? Because if your heart is open, your mind will open. Whatever the heart does, the mind does. Like the mind is not in control. It's the heart. That's why God judges you based on your heart, not your deeds.
Yeah.
Not what you can create with your mind. Because you can say nice things with your mind, but your heart is rotten.
Yes. Yes.
You know, you can say, I'm praying for you. Knowing deep down inside, you're not praying for nothing.
Yeah.
You don't even pray. Just lying. Out here lying and telling people stuff.
Yeah.
But once I open my heart, I'm like, man, God opened up so much stuff in my mind. Like everything's possible when the heart is open. But your heart has been hurt by society in a way that makes you believe those things about your abilities and your belief in Black folks are the most supportive. Let me tell you something. This lady stopped me yesterday and was like, I was here when you guys had the other car wash, like, before we purchased what is now Glaze, it was a pre-existing car wash.
Okay.
And I was operating that car wash for like 3 months before we renovated.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But we still had the old marquise. We inherited some of the other customers from the pre-existing car wash. And she was like, I was here. You and I met when you first opened. You were getting ready to close for renovations. And I remember at the time, I was the underdog. Like we were trying to make this old equipment do something.
Yeah.
I knew we had new equipment coming, but I had 3 months to try to win over people with just scrubbing, like a scrub brush and some soap and water. Because they were like, they had not seen a representative of the car wash they had been members of. And they've been waiting to lay into somebody about how disgruntled they were.
Oh,
and
really?
Here I come representing management. And they're like, I need to talk to I need to yell at somebody. And I'm like, hey, we're new.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't look like it yet, but we're taking over. We're getting ready to do a new car wash. And I remember inheriting the pain and suffering of customers, the grievances of customers. And I knew I couldn't do much but make them believe that something better was coming. So I even created shirts that says new car wash coming.
Oh, yeah.
That were really bright yellow because this lot was like gray and vanilla. And I'm like, you can see us moving around the lot. And I was like, anything to try to create something new, like spring when the daffodils first start coming out and you start to see little pops of color. I wanted that to be the canvas. And that's when I started planting the seed of belief. I'm going to make you believe. I'm going to say it over. Oh, trust me. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And even in the back of my mind knows we've got a shit show back here in the back. And we're barely holding on with tape.
Yeah.
This machine that can change at any time. But my heart believed in the glaze that you see today. My heart believed one day it's coming.
So how would you suggest someone change their heart posture?
Accountability.
I'm going to need more than that.
Okay. You acknowledge that you have a heart problem. Number one, that I don't know if I love Black people like I thought I did. And it may be for reasons that you haven't really discovered yet. Maybe it's something from an experience you had or a collection of experiences you've had. But we got to get real about that because you don't have that same hesitation about going and being employed by somebody else.
That's right.
You trust that they're going to do right by you. What history would suggest there would be no evidence that should be the belief system. We've been betrayed more than most in that regard.
Yeah, you know what? So You're right.
And don't be mad at me now, because I love all God's children, but we're just talking about history and what we know.
Yeah. I think you're right in the acknowledgement. And man, you said a couple of things. I don't think it's about the love of the people. I think it's about trust. And we trust an institution to take care of us. Mm-hmm. And as a result, we'll stay with them. But the interesting thing that's happening right now, it's more risky to be in a corporate space because at this point, at any point, they'll let you go. Mm-hmm. And I think there's a difference between like love and trust, because I've had a few businesses before, and you're right. I'm always supported by my people. Always supported by my people. I don't know others, and I've seen other people that had their brand and they're not supported, or, hey, don't you want to give me a discount, bro? Like, it almost feels like it's breeded this distrust in the community being willing to come together to support.
Here's the crazy part about that. You have to train people on how to treat you. Mm-hmm. At Glaze, I've had Black customers come in that just want to use the vacuums, and we don't offer that service. Mm-hmm. And they want to use the vacuums for free. Mm. So they come in the wrong way, causing mischief because you're coming in a one-way driveway. You could crash into somebody. You could hurt somebody. Right. You're also you're committing a crime because you haven't paid for these services. So then when I come over and I politely say, hey, you have to get a car wash first. Mm-hmm. You can't just come and use the vacuums. Well, can I just pay? No, we don't have that service, unfortunately, but do have car washes as low as $12. That comes with all these amenities. And I'm going down the whole list. I shouldn't have to do all that because hold on. Mm-hmm. We don't do that here. Mm-hmm. You will leave the lot. I mean, I've gone as far as demonstrating by taking the vacuum hose out of the hands of some of my people.
Oh, for real?
Oh, no, you didn't hear me.
Oh.
I said, no. Brandie. Okay. Or we'll cut the vacuums off. I said, no. Or we'll get on the mic and say, hey.
For real?
I said, no. And I have this beautiful landscaper that does a fantastic job in making our lot beautiful, right? Mm-hmm. Flowers and everything. And I see my people walking through my grass. Hey, don't do that. Mm-hmm. You see what we're doing here. Mm-hmm. You see what we're doing here, right? You are welcome to enjoy this environment, but you will be respectful.
Right.
And they're probably like, this lady crazy is all get out. I can't believe. But you're learning, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I also tell my people, it's not just my car wash, yours too. Mm-hmm. So now, fast forward a year later, I've got customers who don't play about Glaze. Mm. They'll say, hey, turn your music down. Oh. They don't do that here. Hey, brother, no. Mm-mm. I had a brother walk through the lot the other day. Ended up being an awesome brother. No problem.
Yeah.
But he was walking through the lot in slides. And I guess he had his hand in his pocket. So I had like a couple customers who have my direct number. Like, hey, you good? Mm-hmm. What's that about? He good? Like, he's all right? I had my eye on him. Make sure you straight. Mm-hmm. Now, these are customers who are now invested in the fact that they love Glaze. Like, nah, y'all not going to mess this up. So what does that sound like, Jessica?
Community.
That's what we've always done. Mm-hmm. My young kids that are in their 20s, some of them don't understand community that way. They don't think it's possible outside of the family, the kin folks.
Yeah.
No, there's a whole community of people that look out. So now, like if something's not right, they'll call and tell me. They'll say, hey, here's what's going on. I'll make sure the music, you guys need anything? They bring my kids food almost every other day, shoes, food, just thank you gifts.
Yeah.
Because of the service. What's my point? My point is it exists, but you have to create it.
Okay.
God's given us all the things we need. Mm-hmm. But God has also given us boundaries, rules of engagement, instruction. So just like with my people, the people who work for me and the people, or I say rather, work with me, and the people who patronize the business, there's order. they know, people know, like they see me on the lot.
Yeah.
And you may not like my rules, and that's okay. You don't have to come here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that you're not welcome, but you will respect what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do shifty, shisty things,
mm-hmm.
any race of people, because I've had other race of people who showed out too, and I let them know as well. We don't do that here. You don't like it, you don't like it. How can you come to Disney World? It's like coming to Disney World kicking up dust. It's Disney World. How can you come here with that? Who argues with Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
You look crazy.
Yeah.
This is glaze. Like, we're not here for that. We're not on that kind of time. It's soap and bubbles, baby. Mm-hmm. It costs $12 not to count your money. The way I look at it, if $12 is what it costs for you to have peace, I'm going to give you that $12. Because if $12 is what your peace is valued at, sir or ma'am, you can't afford mine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you, what do you need? $40 back. You need $20. What do you need? Mm-hmm. You need a rewash. But this place will operate in peace and prosperity and joy and light. And my staff, the reason why we're 5-star, because those kids decided to be a part of this. They've made their decision to do the things that's required to make Glaze great.
Yeah.
We had to work on that. Before we opened, we spent weeks. I mean, the county even put me out of the building for a little while they were running their inspection. We were training so hard at Starbucks and doing some deep-rooted work, character work, that some of our customers, existing customers today, will mention, like, I remember when y'all were at Starbucks. Mm-hmm. I was at Starbucks one day and y'all were doing one of your trainings. I was kind of listening to what y'all were talking about. And I thought it was really cool.
Really?
And some of my staff was like, to this day, they're like, Miss Brandie, the Starbucks days were like the ones that stick out.
Wow.
Because if you weren't training, like, can't you train like we were training at Starbucks? I'm like, what was it about Starbucks? But what it was is that they saw us. We didn't take our foot off the gas just because we were outside of the building. We could have just canceled the training and just said, wait till we open. But Joe and I invested our money into that training. Mm-hmm. And we just kept going because we were like, we want y'all to be ready when we open the doors. But we believe in those kids.
Yeah. You are highly motivated and ambitious. So what's been the hardest part about all of this? And what's been the most rewarding?
The hardest part, and I think that's just in general, it has ebb and flow, but the hardest part is always getting close to the top of the peak of a mountain and then sliding down. Mm. And you can see, it's like we've always gotten so close, and then we have to like keep climbing, keep climbing, keep goals. Yeah, and we just keep climbing. And because, for better or worse, we're just wired to keep going. But I'm in a space now where I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Take it in. Mm-hmm. Slow down.
Yeah.
And really embrace what's happening. Be present. Wherever my feet are, that's where I'm present. That's what I'm present to. Everything else we'll get to when I change the direction of my toes. Mm-hmm. And what I've learned is that sliding down actually is okay.
Because
it's not your time.
Okay.
It's not your peak either. And sometimes you don't know what's on the other side of that.
Yeah.
And so now, instead of being like, nah, we're right there. Just keep going. I'm like, okay, God, let's slide down.
Yeah.
Because you know what's on the other side. Mm-hmm. If the deal falls through, let it fall through.
Yeah, because it was definitely, I was getting all my news from Shauna.
It was rough.
But I did hear everything that was going on when y'all were getting started.
Yeah, just trying to shop around to find locations. Yeah. This business experience was cool because we had built so much with our existing businesses that we had like more, like the swagger was there. Mm-hmm. So like we were dating banks. We were like courting them. as opposed to me feeling intimidated that, oh, maybe the bank won't approve me, whether they did or didn't. We want to know, why would we want to do business with this bank versus that bank? And we found a bank that really believed in our abilities and our vision. I mean, even not having an existing car wash to speak from, they trusted the vision we put out there, and they trusted the heart. They had to. Yeah. Because there was nothing else other than, yeah, you guys got a little collateral, and yeah, you've got some experience, but you're talking about a lot of money here, and we're trying, why would we do that? Yeah. You know? What I say to all aspiring Black folks, that not just Black folks, but we're just speaking about our people that are wanting to start a business, I was get started, get going. We need you. We need you on the field. And I encourage, not only do I encourage it, I actually stand on it. So at Glaze, we also use the car wash to highlight small businesses.
Yeah, I saw that.
And some of my employees have aspirations to be in business for themselves, and there's some jobs they can do around the lot. I employ them. I support them. I say, hey, go ahead and get started. We'll be your first client. We had a young lady that worked for us. She is a photographer, and she, told me that in her interview. And I was like, well, we're a business. You're going to need pictures and stuff like that. One day I asked her, I was like, why don't you ever have your camera? You a photographer with no camera? Where your camera at? She's like, well, I didn't know if I could. What you mean you didn't know? You see all these beautiful colors around here and flowers and stuff. You're not inspired to bring your camera? And one day she brought her camera. She started taking pictures.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, cool. I'm doing this event across the street. You should bring your camera.
Yeah.
Then what I want you to do is I want you to go holler at them and see if they ever need a photographer.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, this young lady, got her connected with some folks. She ended up taking off, doing whole another job, as a photographer. And then she still did social media coverage for us for a year, and so we believed in her, and we're saying we're going to use every resource we can to support other businesses, highlight businesses, let you know it's possible for you too to have something. And even what we're doing right now is a support of a Black business.
This is true.
And it is possible for you to have something that's successful and supported. So much so that my employees at Glaze, my colleagues at Glaze, they specifically asked me if I was going to be on your podcast today. When I told them I'm doing a podcast, they're like, are you going to do Jessica's podcast?
Yes. I want them to know that experience that day, that was the catalyst for me changing my name.
Amen. Y'all hear that? And they listen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, listen.
They listened to the one with Shauna and Tor. It was me. Because we sound alike.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do. And so here it is, sister.
Yeah.
These are young people that you may think, oh, they're not, maybe they're interested, maybe they're not. They took it seriously because you're credible instantly when you take time to give back. Then they give back.
Yeah.
And there's an ecosystem of giving and sharing. And that's community. But the first thing we need to do is check ourselves.
That's real.
Brandie, are you in the right heart space?
That's real.
Are you in the right mind space? Are you really a giver like you say you are? Are you really a supporter like you say? Oh, you want that to eat? Are you going to travel in this Atlanta traffic to go support this young sister who's got this amazing mushroom sandwich? Because I'm vegan. There's this amazing, it's called Plant Bay, I believe.
Okay.
And it's in Vinings. And they have this amazing, the best MLT. It's like a mushroom lettuce
tomato.
Type. Oh my gosh. And they put this aioli sauce, vegan aioli. It's amazing. I travel 30, 40 minutes to go get that sandwich. Or I'll go downtown from Sandy Springs or downtown from Kennesaw. I travel. I make it a point.
Yeah, because you had to go through hell and high water to even get here.
Yes. And when people travel to Glaze one day, like Harriet did, and bring all them folks to freedom over there in Kennesaw, I will be forever grateful.
Yeah.
And they're coming.
Yeah.
They are coming.
Okay.
Yes.
So I got a lot of perspective today because I have some things that I've been like meditating on. Like the home consulting is doing really good right now.
Yes.
Podcasting is doing really good right now. But it's on my spirit to do this other venture. So I am going to check myself.
Amen.
And figure out what I need to do to prepare my mind to get to that space because I can see the vision. But I want you to leave us with a few keys. I have 2 things I need you to do.
Okay.
So, 1, give me like 3 keys that you would leave for anyone for success when it comes to ambition. What are 3 things that you live by that keep you fueled through all of this? Because you're not just an entrepreneur. You know, you're not just a mom. You're not just a wife.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just a woman. You're not just Black.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a special combination of things and like something important, core to keep you going. What is that? And what would you, share?
3 things that keep me going. One thing that stands out, and it's changed over the years.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that's keeping me going right now is I have a renewed faith.
Okay.
It's evolved.
Okay.
It has seasoned a little bit.
Okay.
And the faith is complete surrender. Like I have completely given everything up this time. And it leaves me vulnerable, susceptible to pain and suffering.
Right.
You're out there. So faith has to be strong. Because once you put yourself out there, the enemy's going to come for you.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm talking about in ways to really cripple your abilities in one way or another.
Yes.
And it finds that space in you that's like, it's like a toothache. You know, you're like, oof. There's nothing you can take, really. It's just going to keep throbbing until it breaks you. But faith allows you to endure. So my faith has changed. The other thing is like health.
Okay.
My health has become a huge part of who I am.
Same.
I stopped drinking like 2 years ago. And the clarity that I have, like I can't even afford to be fuzzy, high, drunk, nothing. Not just because of business, but just how I want to function in the world. There's so much going on. We shouldn't be faded. We should be very clear. As clear as you can be. So eating, being outside, your vitamin D, hydration has shown up a lot for me.
Yeah, same.
Sleep has been the fountain of youth, getting back to sleep. And then healthy relationships, friendships. I have some of the greatest friends that I have. Some of them are very new and some of them are old. But my support circle of friends is just dope.
Yeah.
Family, one thing I didn't speak to, and I'll come back to the third, is when I think about women, I think about my mother, my grandmothers. I want to give my mother her flowers because our relationship has developed. This part of our relationship story is my most favorite, where we are today.
Yeah. Yeah.
The evolution of my relationship with my mother has also shaped who I am. Her being able to show up for me today in the way that she's showing up is going to be something that I treasure forever.
That's beautiful.
Yes. And so I want to give her that part of the woman journey. The third thing that sticks out to where I'm at and who I am in life is loving myself very deeply. I thought I loved myself before.
Okay.
I always had a pretty good self-esteem, self-love, but I was so misinformed about what self-love really was and really is. And self-love is that accountability piece. Self-love is doing what you said you were going to do. Self-love is knowing when to shut down the party and knowing when to say no and showing up for people and yourself. Self-love is also doing the hard things joyfully because you have faith, doing hard things cheerfully, understanding that you're going through a crushing in the background, but you can still show up with the belief that it's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And resilience is formed through that, through that walk with crushing and faith.
Yeah.
And the more I do that, the more I follow those pillars, the more I'm shaping into something new. I mean, where I'm at now, my abilities and my belief in self have kind of aligned.
Yeah.
To where I feel like super powerful, you know, and things come up all the time, but I still don't feel like broken and crushed in it. I feel like it hurts bad, but
I
somehow
can take this.
I'm still feeling like I'm in the best space. You know, I liken it to Martin Luther King. It was his last speech. And when he says, you know, when he's talked about seeing the promised land, he's like, I may not get there. Like he knew he wasn't going to get there. God had already revealed that to him. But he's like, I'm not afraid of no man. And you could just see that he really wasn't afraid in that moment, but he had been afraid for a while. There was despair. Yes. I mean, he had every reason to be afraid. Right. But it's possible in the midst of all that you're going through for things to still be okay. And so I feel like I've learned to kind of do that dance. And now I've restored faith. I've restored, you know, all of these, you know, I'm a better wife, a better mother. Well, you have to ask my husband if I'm a better wife. But I'm a better mother, daughter, sister. I have really authentic relationships with friends, family, cousins, colleagues, strangers. I'm hugging people for a living. That's what I do. I love on people all day. High fiving. You doing all right today? What you need? You good? That's what I do for a living. It's like the best job ever.
That's what I was thinking.
It really is.
Probably the most fulfilling.
It is. And it's like, why would I want to do anything else? And I don't want any more toxic waste flowing through my veins and through my body and through my mind and through my spirit. I want real, authentic, joyful moments for as long as I have life left. And then I want to leave that secret with my children. I want them to also bear fruit and eat off this fruit tree. Yeah. And then leave something for their children if they have children or even someone else's children. Yeah. Feed for generations. Everybody eats. And it's not mine. It's all of ours. It belongs to all of us. And the information, the food, the nourishment, it's our job to leave that behind. And your kids are already bearing fruit. I've met them. They're awesome. Yes, they are.
So last question, existential. Is it though? I don't know. You can tell me.
Yeah.
So I want you to describe to me your perfect day. All right. But the caveat is you have to live this day every day for the rest of your life. So morning to night. What is your perfect day?
My perfect day, if I could design it right now, would be a utopian experience.
Okay.
With my family. And friends and people I love. Like, we can all be in one space and there's peace and there's joy and there's laughter. The whole day, there's no turbulence. There's food, there's water, whatever refreshments. There's air that we can breathe. And we're all just enjoying telling stories, laughing.
Yeah.
Old generation, new generation. Everybody's just peaceful. Has nothing to do with anything else other than being present to that. And if I experience that, that's a perfect day.
Yeah.
because that's all that really matters. It is my belief that what we do in the human experience, the more we experience things like joy, happiness. Joy and happiness are two different things.
Yes.
But the more we experience all these good things in this experience, it kind of like, it feels like we're collecting like energy that transfers to the next realm. Because you know how you say, oh, you can't take money with you. You can't take your stuff with you. You can't take those things with you. You can't even take your body with you.
Yeah.
But what I do believe you can take with you is what we're experiencing right now, which is love, friendship, sisterhood, laughter, joy, happiness. But I want to collect as much of that as I can to take with me on the next journey.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't even thought about it like that.
That some people leave this realm with
just
not enough.
And
not enough.
Depleted. Yeah.
And you're just hoping that maybe they'll get it in the
something
next.
better on the other side.
But maybe God will send them to another assignment until they get it. So you don't want to waste anything. You're like, let me collect all these little great things about being a human.
Gems. Yeah.
And so that carries with you. And the more of it you have, the more you can enjoy. I know it's kind of like
super deep. But I feel like you're already, so I asked the question because this guy on Instagram asked it and I was like, let's think about this. But also because the follow-up was, are you living that life today? And what is it going to take for you to get there? Like what? And it doesn't have to be, I need to encapsulate this whole day and get the whole day. No, what about it? Because my day is similar, but I was just a little bit more specific. But I want to be with my people.
Yeah.
I want to be with my people. I want to hear us laughing. I want to eat good. I want to dance. I want to listen to music. That's why I think I'm so intent on this coffee shop, because in a space like that, it's community there.
Please create that space.
Yeah.
You can do it and you can create it because you are a creator. Yes, you can create a community coffee shop that embodies the joyfulness and utopia that you're talking about. You're speaking to somebody who has seen it manifest. It's possible. So do it, please.
Okay.
All right.
And tactically, I need help figuring out how to do it.
And we can get you help.
But yeah. Okay.
You can do it. I mean, you're over there raising plant creatures in the corner. You're doing that. You're creating life over there.
Yeah. It's so satisfying.
So you got them in little shot glasses over there.
Yeah. So you can pop them out and put it in wherever you want.
So you have that figured out.
Yeah.
I didn't have that figured out.
Yeah.
But whatever your heart desires, so should your mind figure out. You're capable to figure out the pieces. So yes. So you were telling me about your day. So you're saying I interrupted you.
Oh, no. I mean, it's similar. It's just, I didn't even think about the opportunity of that being brought to the next.
Yeah.
Because I've been in a space here lately where it's just been really rewarding. It's been challenging, but it's been rewarding because instead of thinking, oh, I should do that thing, I've just been doing that thing.
Yes.
And now this coffee shop situation, it's different. It would require me to leave.
Okay.
But it does seem to embody that thing that I'm trying to create, that utopia that, people in a space, you can hear like cups and sips and music and the smell of coffee and sandwiches and garden outside. And, I can see it. And it's interesting talking to you because in talking to you, I always get inspired, but I'm never aware of what me doing the thing would do for others. I'm just like taking from you. Like, oh, I'm going to I can do that. I can do that. But now I feel a responsibility.
Yes.
To do it.
Yes.
So.
And watch what happens once you start thinking of others. More than you think of yourself.
Less.
you're going to find so much fruit on that tree. You'll never be hungry. As many bad days, as many interruptions that come up in my day, that tree up there in Kennesaw, 1480 George Busby Parkway.
You want to say it again for the
1480 George Busby Parkway in Kennesaw, Georgia. That fruit that I always eat when I go up there. Or my other businesses, because I have an amazing manager at my other businesses that when I go in those restaurants, they're clean. There was a time where I'd go in my restaurant, I'd be afraid to open my eyes. I'm like, oh, child, who's working today? Oof, Lord have mercy. But God hasn't allowed me to eat. So even though I'm dealing with business stuff and things are coming up, Miss Brandie, there's a fire in the bathroom. Miss Brandie, there's a robbery going. Miss Brandie, this is happening. Whatever's happening in the background, God gives me a shaded tree at all of my businesses. I can sit under the tree and say,
plant it.
Take a little break. In knowing, in gratitude, I take a break with gratitude. I say, wow, but we're open. Wow, God has sent some amazing vendors to help us. There's one in particular, my maintenance guy at Glaze that we met. He's actually a distributor that we use his company to put our equipment in. He was just supposed to put our equipment in. That was his, major contribution. We met him at a car show convention, and he was the last person we talked to this long 3-day process, and we ended up doing business with him. He has been such a godsend.
Really?
I wouldn't be able to run this car wash without him. His knowledge of the machines. You know how hard it is to find people who know what they're talking about, know what they're doing?
Yeah.
He actually helped put our car wash together, but hasn't left our side. That was almost a year and some change ago. I tell him, you're like a silent business partner. We can't run. And his dream one day is to have a car wash, but he's helping us, and we were working together the other day, crunching numbers, trying to make the business, even healthier, fiscally healthy.
Yeah.
And we're going through chemicals and just going through the numbers. And he's pushing himself, using our system, trying to revise our system to get the most out of the chemicals and the supplies that he's helping us. He's pushing himself. He's it's making me better and how to operate and be able to offer clients more. I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm developing. But God sent us this company to be an aid to us as we're navigating the world of car wash, running an express car wash tunnel. And we're growing together. But hiring another company to do this probably wouldn't have resulted in the same kind of camaraderie. I can call this man right now. And he would, with his whole family, he has prioritized Glaze. And we got a special nod from Benchmark. This is this grading system.
Yeah, I think I'm familiar.
Yeah. So Benchmark 2026, we're number 1.
Really?
He was like, you weren't going to tell me we're the number 1 car wash in Kennesaw? 3rd in Georgia? I was like, I just found this out the other day. Actually, a customer told us. Because I didn't track.
Do you get a plaque?
No one sent me anything.
Okay.
But he was, I said, but hey, Evan, we are number 1. Every call, every question answered, every trip to Kennesaw to help us, every moment, you helped us create this vision. You helped us bring it to life. Your company helped us to support us. So this is your baby too. So now your clients will be able to say, oh, wait, what's that? You built that one? Yeah, I built it, and I'm a supplier, and I help them with pretty much everything. Because it's true. The point of it is, Jessica, God will bring you the support that you need as long as your heart is focused on God being the answer to all your questions, and your heart being open to success, setbacks. God wants a warrior.
Yeah.
You can't be playing around with this. Assignments from God ain't for the weak. assignments. If you got a desire in your heart to open a coffee shop that's community-based and all the things just hearing you describe it, sounds like a magical place.
Mm.
But do you understand that the enemy doesn't want to see that?
Yeah.
So you should already go into it knowing you're going to have to deal with stuff. I had to go deal with the county.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cobb County. We love you. But I mean, I was down there so much that one of just a resident, I guess she had seen me there a couple of days before she was there on this particular day. She was like, "You were at the car wash, right?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." She's like, "Yeah, I've seen you coming here. Like, is everything working out okay?" Because I was fighting for our lives, for this dream.
Yeah.
And then I had the nerve when we finally got everything past inspection to bring them coupons and leave them with little tokens of
appreciation,
glazed air fresheners. Because I want them to know, hey, all this is over, but we're still in your hood. We're in your neighborhood. We're new. We're here to stay. This brand you will hear about. And I keep saying it. Lastly, I know we're rapping, but there's this artist named Fahamu Piku here in Atlanta.
Okay.
And real dope artist. You have to look him up. He's cool. And he used to work for a digital marketing company. Or he actually owned the company along with some other business partners. But he's an artist that draws his likeness. And his tagline back then was, Fahamu Piku is the shit. And his art shows were so dope. He would have like red carpet with him walking in with like beautiful women as if he was like a celebrity. And that was his tagline, Fahamu Piku is the shit. You see that on all his portraits until I'm thinking, who does that? Who says like, I'm the shit, I'm the shit, I'm the shit?
Yeah.
He said it so much to where people really start to believe he was the shit. And he is the shit. He's an internationally world-traveled, amazing artist. His artwork has been on like Blackish. I mean, this guy's everywhere. Shout out to Fahamu. He's real cool dude, right? Nice brother, real successful. But the point of it is he kept speaking life into what he wanted. Till his heart, I'm sure, started to believe that. You tell your heart what to believe, then the mind will believe. The mind is what makes people believe. And then your heart, once the people believe you, your heart seals the deal. So what I'm saying is start there. I want a coffee shop. That's it. That's the desire of your heart. Now your mind says, okay, we want a coffee shop. And guess what Jessica's mind does? You go, same way you do when you were looking for that job. You're going to go get that coffee shop the same way you went to get the job. Because the Calvary is in Jessica, not outside. And the customers are coming. And the money is coming. We transact trillions of dollars every day. There's enough money for your coffee shop.
That's true.
There's enough customers in the metro area or wherever you're going to set up because you're going to do your market research.
Yeah.
You're going to find the perfect location. God's going to lead it to you. And then he's going to lead you he's going to build a community around you. And then you'll have the dopest coffee shop wherever in America. And we'll be having the same conversation, but just a little bit more live from the coffee shop.
Yeah. That'd be pretty dope.
It is going to be dope. But the heart is, I build it, they'll come. I don't worry about if customers are coming to glaze, even though there's 4 car washes around us.
Yeah.
If somebody asked me that, why would you open a car wash? There's car washes everywhere. Because we're glazed. Yeah, but what does that mean? You'll find out, I guess.
Come on in.
Yeah. Why are you having all these flowers, Brandie? I mean, it costs a lot of money to have flowers. Why just save the money? Just do this, do that. Because we're glazed. I went to a meeting a couple weeks ago and they had me stand up and introduce myself and introduce the business. And I did that. And then I sat down and then a couple of the attendants stood up. They had this section of the meeting where they like say something nice and donate money at the same time. Mm-hmm. So I had 3 people stand up to donate money to affirm that what I was saying was true about my car wash. Mm-hmm. I didn't know them at the time. First of all, I'd like to affirm what she's saying. That is true because I've been a patron at that car wash and it is something special. And then another stranger stood up, donated, said the same thing. I don't know if I could even pay those people to say that. All I could do is put my head in my hand and thank God. Like, wow.
Yes.
Thank you, God, because there are times when I'm in that lot and there's no customers. There's times when I'm in that lot and I'm thinking, man, we just took on a whole lot. Mm-hmm. Are they going to come? Are we going to make our goals? Are we going to? And there's those little thoughts that creep in there.
Yeah.
And then God reminds you, just keep doing the same thing every day. Keep believing. Keep working. They'll come. They see you. That man said, I always see you working. Mm-hmm. Keep it up. I see you. Be a vessel. Be a light. Be present. Be a coffee shop before the coffee shop. Mm-hmm. And the people are coming because we as a society are tired of being misled, being given the wrong information, being mistreated, our money not being valued.
Right.
People want to be cared for. Mm-hmm. So go do it.
Okay.
All right.
I will. Well, Brandie, thank you. Thank you.
That wear you out, girl?
No, I mean, I'm usually on here breathing life into people, but
some people in your studio are like, please get her out of here. She's
it's
doing
past
too
her
much.
bedtime. Well, thank you for joining me. Man. This has been really insightful for a lot of reasons. So I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your story. Your perspective is invaluable. Thank you for driving all the way out here, girl.
God bless you. God bless this podcast. Jessica, you are such a light. I love what you're doing. We as a community love what you're doing. We're listening, girl.
Thank you.
We're listening. Thank you so much. And happy Women's Month.
Yes.
Shout out to Jessica for being a drum major for women today. That's heavy, ain't it?
Because I was like, excuse me.
Marching band. Shout out to the marching band.
Yeah. All right. We'll catch you later. Thanks for spending time at the table with me. Until next time, stay open, stay curious, and have the courage to be yourself.